let's learn the first move after the swords ready stance, which is called spring breeze on a leisurely day. I'll demonstrate it once first, then we'll break it down and explain. All right. So dong here refers to the east, as in the direction east or the orient. Xian means like a bird's beak holding something, and ri means the sun. So this refers to the morning sun. Otherwise, it would be right overhead, right? So the sunlight is coming through the mountain peaks, and the peaks look like a bird's beak just holding the sun. It's very, very beautiful. That's why the first move is so beautiful. Let's take a look at it. From the right hand in sword finger position to this ready prepared state. You're still in the standing post stance. The preparatory posture is all set, holding it gently. When you do the first movement, what do you achieve first? This, both hands draw an arc like this, almost lifting up. The left hand lifts up and opens to the left, while the right hand, after drawing a downward arc and lifting up, their heights are coordinated together. The right hand is at chest height, and this one is at shoulder height, like this. At the same time, as you saw in the previous movement, the right foot swings outward from the front hip. By outward swing, I mean it moves outward like a splayed foot. Okay, after swinging outward, the heel still lands first, then the toe. In sword routines, there aren't as many strict requirements about which part lands first, but the order is still the same. Then, after both feet land, the center of gravity is still at the back. At the count of 1, the center of gravity is still at the back. Yes, the center of gravity remains at the back. Don't lunge forward with your stance. Keep the weight at the back. At the count of 2, the center of gravity moves forward. This hand draws a swing over here, right? Swings over here. And this hand makes a downward arc to the back, to this point. To here, right? Up to shoulder height. And then on the count of 3, step forward with your left foot to form a T stance. What does a T stance mean here? In sword routines, the T stance often means the heels of both feet are at a 90-degree angle or even opened a bit more. Yes, opened a bit more. At the same time, the right hand comes down from the right rear together with the sword, together with the sword. Both hands hold it, forming a closed loop. This hand, the left hand, is at the guard, and the right hand with the sword fingers is at the sword's handle. So the palms of both hands are diagonally facing each other, not directly facing each other. One is at the guard, one is at the handle, and the palms are diagonally facing each other. The sword is a sharp sword here. The sword tip is level, positioned behind the left forearm, behind the left forearm. It points straight ahead, which is to the south, and then your eyes should be facing the starting direction of the sword, not in the direction of the sword itself. The sword must remain level. You can't let it drop. You can check in the mirror later to make sure. Your body should be positioned like this. Actually, after you stand properly in this ding stance, what's the common mistake? The common mistake is that this hand drops down because you're too focused on holding the weapon. You need to support it, and also check carefully. Make sure you haven't lost the alignment of the 7 points, the upper and lower 7 points. Yes, the right 7 points, the right 7 points, the right elbow, and so you must support it like this in order to do it properly. And then the sword, the arrow should be aimed forward, the arrow points south, the arrow is the arrow points south. Your eyes should look in that direction, and also your body. Actually, your upper body should be slightly turned towards you, always facing the direction of attack or the direction you're preparing for. Of course, so far, our arrow is still in the left hand. It hasn't been released yet. That's basically how it is. Now, let's look in the mirror and check our form. Repeat this over and over. Practice this many, many times. Practice it several times to get it smooth. I'll do a full demonstration again, okay? All right. First, you can clearly see the entire body is slightly twisted. Second, shift your weight forward. At the same time, the right hand and the left foot move into a false step. That's basically it.